Are you wondering how to make money as a multifamily real estate investor? It comes down to two components, and in this video, I'm going to be walking through what those two components are as part of the value-add investing strategy. So make sure you hit the subscribe button right now so you don't miss more videos about building wealth through multifamily real estate. I'm Seth Ferguson. Let's get right into it and talk about the value-add strategy and those two magical components. Everything we do in multifamily investing is all centered, it's all focused on driving up, increasing the NOI, the net operating income of the property. And if you're not sure what the NOI is or how to calculate it, check out this video right up here where I explain everything you need to know about the net operating income, how to calculate it, all of that good stuff. But in this video, we're talking about how we can drive it up, how we can increase it through the value-add investing strategy. And like I said before, it's broken down into two components. So the first component we need to cover is called the physical side. So we can sing, let's get physical if you want to. The physical side of the value-add investing strategy is all about what we can physically do to the property. It can be physical upgrades, renovations, that sort of stuff. So let's break it down. So the first thing we can change physically is the interior of the property. So what sort of renovations would the interior entail? Well, that could be kitchens, flooring. We could replace countertops, change out the cupboards, change all the hardware, change out light fixtures, the flooring, bathroom vanities, repaint the unit into different colors. All of that falls under physical value add, physical renovations, physical upgrades. And then we have exterior. Maybe we can change the roof line to make it more attractive. Maybe we can change the exterior color scheme, the paint scheme. Maybe we can change the exterior, maybe we can change it from siding to something else, or, add some stone if it's a really higher end property. We can do all these things to change the exterior of the property, even exterior doors, change the lighting outside of the property. All these things we can change. And then we have amenities. With amenities, we're talking about barbecue pits, we're talking about playgrounds, we're talking about soccer fields, adding dog parks. All of these are physical things we can do to the property, and then we also have landscaping. We can resurface the driveway, we can add new sidewalks, we can add paths, we can change signage, we can have gardens when you drive into the property, we can add trees, we can remove trees, we can fix the swimming pool, we can add new equipment outside the pool. We can add all these things. Now, you might be saying, well, Seth, this has nothing to do with driving up the NOI. These are expenses. I have to pay money to do all of this stuff. Yes, but it does have a lot to do with the NOI. Think of it this way. Let's say we're acquiring a property and it's $150 under market rent, but we have a similar property in the same area that's charging $200 more than us, but in their kitchens, they have granite countertops and stainless steel appliances, and we don't have granite countertops and we don't have stainless steel appliances. We can then go in to our property, the subject property, make the improvements in the kitchen, so add those countertops, add the appliances, maybe add a backsplash to the kitchen, make it really nice, make it comparable to the other property, and then we are able to then charge what the other property is charging. Maybe even improve it even more depending on what other amenities we're offering and what the market can support. So yeah, sure, these are expenses. These are capital expenses that are going in to improve the property. But what happens? Well, when you have a nicer looking property, you're going to be attracting a different tenant profile. Once you change your tenant profile, then you're going to be able to charge a rent that that tenant profile is expecting in exchange for everything you're offering. As you add amenities, you're going to be able to charge more because your property's offering more to the tenants, your residents. And it might not even come down to charging more. Maybe there's 3 competitors in the area and you can increase your occupancy rate just by doing some small little fixes in the property to make it more attractive to prospective tenants. So yeah, these are capital expenses. This is money going out, but you're investing in the property. And as long as you're doing the right type of physical value add, you're going to see that return. Now let's flip over to the other side, and I call this operational. So we have the fiscal, the actual like work that we're doing to the property. Now we have the operational side. So the most obvious thing we can change on the operational side is the actual rent. So I talked about doing all the work here so we can then go after higher rent. But sometimes if the property is under rented, the easiest thing to do is just increase the rent of the property. And so that's a managerial type of thing. So number one is we can change the rent. And then we can actually optimize expenses. So maybe the past owner had one insurance broker, and we've realized that after we've gone out to the market that we can actually maybe half or significantly reduce the insurance we're paying on the property, the insurance premiums. We can go out and do that. We can also institute what's called a RUBS program. We can bill back the utilities to the tenants, and that actually puts more responsibility on the tenants to use the utilities appropriately and conserve water and electricity. So we can definitely do that, and that will alleviate the pressure on the owner side for all the utilities, and that puts the onus on the tenant to make sure they're being responsible with their utility usage. And then we also have other things that aren't really related to the actual expenses or the rent. So we have things like staffing. Staffing plays a huge part of the success of your property. If your leasing agent, maybe they're very poor at closing prospective tenants, if you can bring in a better person to meet with prospective tenants, walk them through your process, sell them on why your property is better than the other competitors, that's going to have a big impact on your bottom line. If you can increase your conversion ratio, even a couple percentage points, that is dollars in your pocket. So staffing, huge. Same with maintenance staff. You want people to be on the ball so little problems don't turn into big problems, and all this stuff relates back to your bottom line. And then we have marketing. And then we have advertising as well. So maybe you can come in and improve the marketing of the property. Change up the website, change the look and feel, the staging of your show units, so that way when prospective tenants come in with your on-the-ball leasing agent, they feel right at home, and it looks like the property that they definitely have to have. Staging plays a huge part in how you market and present your property. And maybe lots of people, if occupancy is really high, they let the marketing slide. Maybe you can come in and even improve your current occupancy. Maybe you're at 96%, maybe you can get it up to 98 by just doing the marketing and the advertising a little bit better. Everything on the operational side is going to have a direct impact on your net operating income. If you improve the rents, your NOI is going up. If you decrease or optimize your expenses, your NOI is going up because now you have more of the gross rent going towards the positive side of it rather than going towards the expenses. Staffing, improving your conversion ratios, that's going to add to the NOI. Same with your marketing and your ads. If you're getting a great return on your marketing and your advertising, if you're filling up the property, you're going to end up spending less money in your marketing budget and convert more people. So this all has a big impact on your NOI. Now let's take a look at how the NOI, the net operating income, affects the valuation of your property. So let's run through this example. So let's say we have an NOI of $500,000, and the market cap will be a 4% market cap for just because I can. Okay, so with an NOI of $500,000 a year and a 4% market cap, that gives us a valuation, a value of $12.5 million. Now, let's say we acquired this property and we did some physical improvements, we did some interior renovations, worked on the exterior, added some amenities, maybe added a gym, maybe we added some storage, trash pickup, that's a service we can offer, covered parking, these are other things you can add to it. We improved the landscaping, the signage, the branding of the property. We increased the rent, optimized our expenses, made sure the staff was doing really well, and worked on our marketing. All of those things combined, we're able to increase the NOI of the property by $100,000 in 1 year. So now our NOI is $600,000. Market cap is still 4%. What impact does that have on value? Well, now the value of the property is $15 million. So for a $100,000 increase in our NOI, we are able to get an increase in value of $2.5 million. This shows you the power of driving up that NOI. As long as we're doing the right stuff here, the NOI has a big impact, especially with the compressed cap rates today. A $1 of NOI has a huge impact on the valuation of your property, and that is how multifamily real estate investors make money. They do the physical value add, they do the operational value add, and when you put those together, you can have a big impact on the bottom line, on the value of your property, just by forcing and driving that NOI. So if you enjoyed this video, if you want to learn more about investing in multifamily real estate, join my free Facebook group, link right down below. And if you like this video, if you found this useful, leave a comment, hit the like button, let me know what you think. It really helps out the channel. And until next time, happy investing.